Hello guys. Hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to my channel once again. I have some huge updates and news to share with you from the world of comic book movies and shows. Before starting, I would like to quickly remind you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. I cover every updates, rumors and theories related to Marvel and DC. Each and every subscription of yours motivates me to work harder and bring you better and better contents. So, moving to our first news, we have the first reactions and reviews from the Batman movie. Personally, I have not seen the movie as of now. But I have heard and read about the reviews from several different sources. So, based on all that, I am going to give you my review for this movie. So, firstly, let us look at the review by IGN. So, IGN gave this movie a perfect 10. It says this movie is gorgeous, dark, gritty, and at times even scary. It also says that this movie is basically a detective movie, and Robert Pattinson is in fact the third best performer in this movie. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman steals the show. The same can also be said for Paul Dano as the Riddler, as people are already comparing him with Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight. We have some more reviews from some other sources as well, as you can see on your screen. This one even says that this is the best Batman movie of all time. Discussing Films says that this movie is an unmissable spectacle for the ages. Here are some more reviews. You can pause the video and read them one by one. So, after reading all these reviews, I can say that this movie will be unlike any other live-action Batman movie that we have seen so far. From what I understand, this isn't even a typical superhero movie. It is more like a detective noir, dark crime thriller with some strong elements from DC Comics thrown in. Well, it sounds pretty exciting to me. I am really hyped right now, especially after reading all these reviews, and I cannot wait to watch. How excited are you? Please let me know in the comments down below. Moving on to our next update, it looks like we already have a release date for the new Batgirl movie. This is confirmed by the executive producer of this movie himself. According to a Facebook post from the movie's executive producer Michael Olson, Batgirl is expected to premiere on HBO Max in December 2022. Wow! So that means we are getting another DC movie this year, which makes it 5 DC movies in 2022. So, this movie will very likely release right after the Flash movie and right before Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I am honestly not quite excited for this movie. And the timing of its release makes me even less excited. On top of that, we are getting rumors and even set images suggesting that Michael Keaton will make a cameo in this movie as the new DCEU Batman. Now, some of you are very excited to see Michael Keaton return in this movie and make a cameo. But I am honestly not interested at all, with all due respect to Michael Keaton. I loved his take on Batman when I was a child back in the 90s, but I can never accept him as the main DCEU Batman. How could you even think of getting a Batman who is almost as old as Commissioner Gordon? And more so, replace him with the best live-action Batman we had, that is Ben Affleck. I mean, you could simply have recasted Ben Affleck and brought in someone who looked like Ben and continued his version of the character. Now I am saying again, I do not dislike Michael Keaton, but this is just not right. I am fine with him making a cameo in the Flashpoint movie, but this is just too much. It's like replacing Tom Holland with Tobey Maguire in the main MCU timeline. I just find it ridiculous and disappointing. If this is the route the DCEU is going, I am going to be really disappointed and sad. I will still follow the DCEU because I am a huge fan of DC, and I am excited about all the upcoming movies, I am not going to lie. But I can never be on board with the decision of having Michael Keaton as the main DCEU Batman. So, if that is the case, it might be the end of the road for Ben Affleck in the main DCEU. I am sorry, but if Michael Keaton is Batman in the Batgirl movie, there is no way Ben Affleck will reprise his role ever again in the DCEU, unless the Batgirl movie itself takes place in a different universe. I don't know. But there is a way in which Ben Affleck in fact could return and reprise his role as the Batman. And that is, as we all know, the restoration of the Snyderverse, which brings me to my last and final update. So, the teases of the restoration of the Snyderverse just keep coming. There is no stopping at this point. And this time it comes from none other than Joe Manganiello. So the actor for Deathstroke in Zack Snyder's Justice League, Joe had updated his Instagram profile pic, as you can see on your screen, and he writes the caption, "New profile pic." Now this comes in addition to all the crazy teases that has been happening in recent times so far as the Snyderverse is concerned. Joe had clearly stated last year that he has left the role of Deathstroke, and will never return to play the character again. Why would he suddenly tease us with a cryptic Deathstroke picture out of nowhere, especially when the merger is this close to us, and the talks of the restoration of the Snyderverse are getting louder and louder? Does he mean to say that he has signed a new contract for Warner Brothers and Discovery? Now some of you may say, hey, you are reading too much into this. But this is not an isolated incident. There have been several such cryptic teases in the past few weeks. And all these are happening when the Discovery merger is just days away from becoming fully operational. Rumors even suggest that the merger will be completed by 17th of this month, which would allow the officials to announce Justice League 2 on March 18th if that is their plan. I mentioned this because March 18th is the same date last year when the Snyder Cut was released. This is basically a collection of all the cryptic teases from people close to Warner Brothers and Zack Snyder, and in fact Zack Snyder himself. I have explained each of these posts and tweets in my videos on this channel. You can check them out after this video. In fact, in my previous video, I have explained a lot of these stuff in detail. You can check it out after this video. Personally, I think something is definitely coming. I can assure you that. There is no way we are getting so many cryptic teases this close to the Discovery merger. Zack Snyder is not known as someone who teases and teases, but with no end result. If Zack is teasing us this heavily, there is something definitely coming. What do you think about this whole situation? Do let me know in the comments down below. Please do not forget to like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.